Hello dear viewers, welcome to my next presentation on the written communication in English. I am Mr. Ngand'osamba Lundula, Pene Dikulu, a veteran teacher and textbook author. I graduated from UNAZA. UNAZA is, in full, it's an acronym for Université Nationale du Zaïre. And so I have actually contributed authoritative articles to PET. PET being Practical English Teaching. This PET is a leading British quarterly for teachers of English as a foreign/second language. Currently, I am a professional postgraduate research fellow in English, French, and Bantu linguistics. Coming back to our today's presentation, oral presentation, I want to say that this video is actually a warning to students and other researchers who would like to title their research papers using different methods. Now, why do we have to do this? We have observed on social media that both digital natives and a digital immigrant. By digital natives, we mean those born during the computer era. And by digital immigrant, we mean those born prior to the advent of computers in our lives. Now, you see, it's quite dominant nowadays. There is no office which does not have digital technology in their places of work. When we visit, for example, on social media, Facebook, YouTube, the way titles of, different presentations are written is nothing short of grammar pollution. People just capitalize anyhow. They just don't consider even grammar. Now, if you copy that into your exam paper situation, definitely you will not get a good grade because examiners expect you to be conversant with the grammatical rules. We are not free to speak the way we want or to write the way we want. We have to follow set rules, prescribed rules. Now, this is why, as you know, we have what people call citizen journalism. By citizen journalism, it means any Tom, Dick, or Harriet can just wake up one day, shoot a video, title it anyhow, and upload it for viewers to access. And this is not really always grammatical. That's why I call it grammar pollution. Now, let's come back to that same grammar. What does grammar advise or prescribe? Grammar says that there are two types of words from those 9 parts of speech. We have on the one hand what we call content words. By content words, we mean lexical morphemes, free morphemes. That is to say, on their own, they mean something like you say, a car, a head, a bottle. These are free morphemes. And these are also called, another name, open words, meaning we can add affixes, prefixes, suffixes, and even infixes, like tooth becoming teeth, goose becoming geese, and so on. So they are variable of these content words. Now, grammar tells us that nouns and pronouns, verbs and adverbs adjectives and exclamation are what we call content words. Let me open the bracket and say that as for exclamation, it's the only part of speech without any grammatical function. The rest have got a function. A noun can be a subject and an object. An adjective is a describing word. And things like a preposition which shows the position of situations, the relationship between words in a sentence, and so on. But exclamation, or in other books they call them interjections, have no grammatical function. Anyway, we have closed the bracket for the content and open words, which we have also called lexicomorphisms, which linguists call lexicomorphisms. Let's now go to what we call bound morphemes or closed words. They are only words in form, so we call them form words, closed words, or bound morphemes. We mean the same thing. On their own, they mean nothing. They will only become meaningful when they appear in a sentence. And so, these are three: prepositions, conjunctions, and articles. These are the ones, when you choose to present your title, you have to be a bit careful to identify them in their part of speech before capitalizing the initial letter or not capitalizing. Now, grammar says that we actually have three methods of capitalizing titles in an academic paper. The first method, you just capitalize all letters in your titles. Straightforward, no problem. As you can see, examples are there. And below each example, we have grammatical explanations why we have capitalized them. Because grammar says that for you to capitalize closed words, form words, bound morphemes, they should comprise at least 5 letters. Then you can capitalize. Or if they don't, they should be the first word to start a sentence. That's when they can be capitalized. So let's get the first one. Capitalizing all letters in your title. Straightforward. I've justified. Grammar says content words can have their initial letters capitalized in the title. The rest, lower cases. The rest of the words in the title, lower cases. So, identifying the part of speech is a very important, contribution towards writing your title correctly. So, here is straightforward. We have there, come in with your cute pet. Come is a verb, in is an adverb, with is a preposition, your adjective possessive, and again, cute, adjective. This one is descriptive adjective, and then pet as a noun. We can get another one. There is a problem here. From here, we are going to see something else. Re. We call it actually re. Okay? As you have seen, this is a preposition. So, even if we have to capitalize everything, there is a problem with letter R and the letter E coming together. Letter R and the letter E coming together can give us different meanings. Look at the first one. This is letter R and the letter E capitalized. If you go to the Oxford Dictionary, which is the final authority, the oldest university, the greatest publisher of educational textbooks in the UK, in the world, R-E, the sound is R-E, R-E. It's an acronym, and like any other acronym, it's a noun. So it means religious education. If you are in the UK, it can also mean Royal Engineers. That's all. We come to another R-E, which can also be spelled as R-A-Y, like the ray from the sun. This one, the sound is ray. What is it? It's a noun. What does it mean? It's the second note of the solfa musical scale. And the last one for business is this one, R and E, which is our concern today. This one sounds re, long E sound. And what is it? What part of speech is it? A preposition. And so it means about, concerning, on the subject of, and so on and so forth. So they are not to be used interchangeably. This is why we haven't written capital R where we had, you see, ought to rock it to and fro. R is small because it's a preposition and it comprises 2 letters, not 5. But it is starting the title. That's why it is capital. It's the same titles we have got in method number 2 and 3. So, grammar says that this can be capitalized, okay? Everything is capitalized. Coming to this one, only the initial letter is capitalized. The rest is small. You see, whatever rule we shall be giving you will have special cases which we call exceptions. In number 2, where you capitalize only the initial letters, if inside the title we have a proper noun, it should be capitalized too because it's a proper noun. So we have to be flexible, not rigid. So that's for number 2. I've explained the re, re, and re. So it's the same titles. Every time we identify the part of speech, which is the justification for why it is written the way it is. Maybe I should also show you some examples from this great authority. It's a great authority on language. Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary. Like we said earlier on, the first university in the UK and the most prolific publisher of educational textbooks in the world. All right? So when we go to this one, bookmark, you can say bookmark or bookmarker, no problem. Look at that pattern. Writing a composition essay. Only the first letter is capitalized. That's number 2. Same with that one. Let's now come to this one on this page here, study pages, reference pages. Why is and written in small a? Because it is a conjunction comprising 3 letters. But we have to capitalize, you know, the content words, the initials from each content word in this sentence. Even of is written small o because it's a preposition. And it comprises 2 letters. So it can't be, you know, capitalized. If you do, it's a mistake. It's a grammatical mistake. We are not free. Now, look at the capitalizing every letter is here. United States of America. Even if we come to the previous page, all these have been capitalized thoroughly. Republic of Ireland. Northern Ireland. They are all capitalized. Here, only the initial letters. This is what we are trying to say. Please write your titles grammatically or you will lose marks. Let's come now to the last part. Last part, we have already seen it there, but it's the same titles. Capitalize the first letters, the rule says, in each open word, that is content word, that is lexicomorphism, in your title, full stop. Don't capitalize the first letters of closed words comprising fewer than 5 letters unless they are the first words in your title, the same title. That's why R-E, when you're applying for a job, it's not capital R or capital E. That's not for business. For business, it's capital R, small e, I wish to submit, and I stand to be corrected. I've just shown you capital R, capital E is either religious education, RE, or royal engineers. So to avoid confusion, never capitalize I wish to submit the E. But capitalize R even though it comprises 2 letters because it is the first word in the title. Well, I hope we have gone somewhere. It's the same titles. The justifications are below. Why they are capitalized, we have explained it. When you say auxiliary, an auxiliary is part of the verb. We can call them as verbals. Now, dear friends, dear viewers, I want to caution you. Never take anything for granted. No trained teacher should write a word on the blackboard and ask the class to determine the part of speech. We can only identify the part of speech of a word when it is found in a sentence. Take, for example, the word following, just the following. I have this example. She left school following her guardian's demise, death. This following is what? Is a preposition, after, meaning after. Then, in the following season, oh yeah, it's written at the end, preposition. In the following season, this following is an adjective. Following the star, the Magi found the divine baby. This following is a verb. And then, religions with the hugest following. This following is a noun. So you cannot just determine the part of speech of a word in isolation. It should be found in a sentence because very few English words belong to only one part of speech. Everything depends on the function, how you use it. So this is the little message I wanted to share with you, and we can continue the discussion, you see, on Facebook and of course internet and so on. My next presentation this time is written communication, because we managed to finish with the oral. Oral, I mean listening skills, and this oral for listening is spelled A-U-R-A-L, and then another oral, homophones. Communication, this one is when you speak, speaking skill, and then reading skill. That's for the spoken communication, oral communication. Now we are going into the written communication. My next topic, God willing, inshallah, would deal with how to write a sound summary. Expect the video very shortly and date. I hope you have learned one or two things from here and we stand to be corrected. After all, we are only human beings, not perfect angels. I thank you very much for your sustained attention, and welcome back to the next video clip on summary writing by next weekend. Thank you very much.